Paragraph development. There are many ways in which a writer can develop his or her paragraph. These are called methods of paragraph development. The methods or the patterns of paragraph development are related to the purpose of writing. In English, there are four main purposes of writing: description, narration, exposition, and argumentation. How to develop a paragraph by description. What is description? To describe something, a person, a place, or an object, is to capture it in words, so others can imagine it or see it in their mind's eye. We understand from this that we can describe a person, we can also describe a place, and even describe an object. What do we do exactly when we describe? Let's compare someone who is painting a picture and a writer who is writing the paragraph. When we draw a picture, we usually use colors and we start building up the picture part by part. A writer does not use colors. A writer uses words to build up this picture in the reader's mind. If the reader can imagine the picture exactly and clearly, this means that the writer was successful in giving all the details. Details are very important in description. The more details we give, the better the description. The details are about the parts of the picture. The best way for a writer to help the reader get a clear impression is to use language that appeals to the senses: sight or vision, sound or hearing, smell and taste, and even touch. The senses are important in the description. It is through the senses that human beings experience the physical world around them, and it is through the senses that the world is most vividly described. Through descriptions, the writer can make the reader see what he has seen, hear what he has heard, smell what he has smelt, taste what he has tasted, and touch what he has touched. Description usually creates an overall impression or feeling. We understand from this that when we describe, especially when we describe subjectively, the aim is not to describe for the sake of description, but we intend to create an overall impression or feeling. We transmit the same feelings that we have. Writers rely on description to present detailed information about people, places, and things, and to grasp their reader's interest. When you write vivid descriptions, those which are full of life, you not only make your writing more lively and interesting, but also indicate your attitude toward the subject through your choice of words and details. So, the use of appropriate words and details is very important in description. Writing a descriptive paragraph. Descriptive paragraphs have a topic sentence which presents the overall scene. For instance, when we look at the picture of the lion, we can write a general statement about the lion. For instance, the lion is the beast's king. Now let's try to build up a picture like the one that we see now, giving all the details. After the topic sentence, the rest of sentences describe the parts of the scene. Here, space order is generally followed. When we say space order, this depends on prepositions of place. The parts of the picture should be focused on. For instance, at the top, inside, on the left, on the right, under, above, etc. The person who draws the picture that we see now, the picture of the lion, does exactly the same thing. He starts painting part by part. Sometimes in descriptions we do not use space order, but we use the order of impression. This is an order which is related to the details which impress the writer, the person who sees the picture most, those which attract the attention. For instance, a lion's hair. Or maybe another person is impressed by the lion's eyes, so the description starts first with the eyes. This is about how to arrange the sentences. Now, let's talk about the content of each sentence alone. The sentences use descriptive language. Descriptive language depends on the use of noun phrases, a noun which is preceded by adjectives. The adjectives are related to the senses. These are called sensory words. There are some adjectives which are related to the sense of vision, of seeing, like the adjectives of colors. There are adjectives related to the sense of hearing. There are adjectives related to the sense of smelling, and so on. Also, it uses words that show location. As I said, prepositions of place. When we look at the picture of the lion, we can think of the following descriptions. Strong, compact body. This is a noun phrase, which consists of adjectives, strong, compact, plus the noun. The noun body shows the place, and strong and compact describe it. Powerful forelegs, teeth and jaws. The same thing happens here. Yellow gold coats, shaggy manes, fearful eyes. The use of noun phrases with many adjectives help us to build up the picture easily. Let's take an example of a descriptive paragraph. Wanted. A dangerous prisoner escaped this morning from Spurwell Prison and the police are looking for him. Topic sentence. Neville Slater is 6 foot and 3 inches tall, and he is quite huge and fearful with broad shoulders. This is the beginning of the description about the height of the person and the most attractive thing, fearful with broad shoulders. He is 54 years old. Giving information about the age will help to create the image in the mind of the reader. He is unshaven, with a pointed chin. Notice the use of some adjectives. Unshaven, pointed, with a pointed chin, a large nose, noun phrases, and thin lips, another noun phrase. All these are details that we can see on his face. You compare the text with the picture. He has long and tidy brown hair. Long and tidy brown hair. And this is exactly what we see in the picture. We see that the writer managed to draw the same thing as a painter does, and is bald on top. We can see in the picture that in spite of having long and tidy brown hair, the prisoner is bald on top. On top shows the place. He also has a prominent black spot on his right cheek. And this is exactly what we see in the picture on the right cheek. Another preposition of location indicating place. Should you see this man, or if you have knowledge of his whereabouts, please contact your local police station. We notice that in this paragraph, the whole description is positioned within a context which is looking for this person. So giving the details is important to find or to identify the person.